and welcome to day 6 of your ankle mobility course. So for today we're going to talk a bit about restorative kind of rolling or stretching using equipment such as a ball, a hard ball, so something quite solid. A tennis ball is quite useful as well, and a rolling pin or a foot roller. So both of these essentially do the same sort of job. Obviously the ball is just going to get into one pressure point at a time. The rolling pin is a really good tool to get all the way across the foot and massage it. So as today is considered a rest day, we are going to do some kind of self-massage techniques to our feet to help support our ankle health. So, two options. You could do this with your rolling pin, which is my preferred option. So I've got an actual foot roller. I got this off Amazon. They're fairly cheap, probably about 10 or so pounds, and they will arrive next day. So you're just simply going to place the top of your foot, the ball of your foot, on top of that rolling pin, and you're going to use that rolling pin to massage all the way into the heel and then all the way back under the toes. So find your balance. You might want to do this while seated, so you could do this or keep a rolling pin underneath your desk and massage your feet whilst you're working. Is always a good way to make sure that you're regularly doing this. And just really feel all the way under your foot. Notice any areas of tightness. So I particularly suffer under the arch of my foot with a bit of tightness. So maybe I'll just spend a moment or two longer in that area. If you notice any particular areas of pain point. And you could also do the same in the heel if you find that your heels are quite tight, because all the muscles in our legs, they all run all the way down and then they all attach under various points of our feet. So it's important that we look after the entire length of the muscle when we're doing our stretching and recovery exercises, rather than just focusing on the central areas. So this is really good for your feet, it's really good for your foot mobility, but it will also relieve any tightness or tension in the ankle joint as well. So once you've spent a bit of time on one foot, of course, you're going to move over onto the other side and do exactly the same thing on the other foot. So you're just using that rolling pin, using the whole length of the foot. So if you've got tight toes, for example, if your toes are particularly painful, you could even just spend some time spreading your toes over the end of that rolling pin and feeling underneath of them, massaging out underneath the toes as well. Getting into the ball of the foot, we put a lot of pressure through that area, put a lot of strain through that area. Of course, going into that tight arch area that I suffer with, and then again, working down towards the heel, maybe massaging underneath the heel as well. So if you ever get any pain in your heel, your feet or your ankle, this is a really good restorative rehabilitation exercise, self-massage technique, whatever you want to call it, to do. You can do exactly the same with a ball, except you're then kind of circling the ball underneath the foot. So you might want to start with the ball of the foot on top of the ball and just rotating around, pressing the foot into that ball. You could even use this as a pressure point. If you find a particular area that is particularly tight, hold that ball and put weight gently through it, gradually increasing the pressure, increasing the load through the ball, stretching out that muscle or tendon, and again working your way all the way through the underneath of the foot. So with a ball, as you can see, it's a little bit harder to keep control of. Might be easier doing this one sitting down, and again you can use it in the heel, finding those areas that you could really work into, and again of course switching over onto the other foot as well, making sure that we do both sides. However, if you do find that one side feels particularly sore, for example if you'd injured one ankle before, then do go back and spend some extra time on that joint, because you will benefit from it. As this isn't a stretch, we're not worrying about keeping the body in balance, we're just worrying about finding those areas that need a bit of work and using the ball or the rolling pin for self-massage. So when you've done both sides, you can do this as many times a day as you like, Again, the balls you can find on Amazon. You might even be able to purchase the pair as a set. And yeah, feel free to use it not only today but throughout the rest of this course. A good idea is to keep these under your desk so that if you are working, you can regularly do this every day, and it will massively help the mobility in your feet and your ankles. So have a go, let me know how you get along. Let me know how you're getting along with the course so far, if you're enjoying it or not. You're already 5 days in, so hopefully you might have already started to notice a bit more mobility in the ankle, maybe even a bit more strength with some of those exercises that we've been doing. I'll catch you again tomorrow.